It's your boy Girl here, back with another video, and today I got a special video, guys, man. Today we're back with the Tournament Power Season 86, best teams. You guys know it's another season, bro, so we gotta get that 1.5k CCs. I know a lot of you guys probably summoned for the Broly banner, so hopefully if you guys did summon, hopefully you guys pulled them. I know that there's more event to the movies thing. There's two more probably LFs or Ultras, whatever. It's gonna be last for 2 months, all the way at the end of beginning of October. So we just want our CC saved for Legends Fest, and let's get straight to it. So with Tournament Power, Z powering your characters, arts boosting them, getting them to friendship level 10, TOP equipments, getting them to Zenkai 7 if they do have a Zenkai is all important. It all helps with stats. So if possible, try to Z power, do all those things because it helps with stats, it helps with survivability, and we want those 1.5k CCs every 2 weeks, bro. So only pressing 25 buttons. Let's get straight into the video. I have a lot of teams that I want to talk about. So you're in for a long one. Let's get straight into it. Pause. Holy pause. That was crazy. That was crazy. Okay. Let's get into the first team. Let's get with Regen, bro. Regen. Oh my God. Regen, the first team that we're gonna talk about, man. Let's go here. Let's go to Regen. Yep. So with the with my Regen squad, I have DKP and what's name as my 2 S tier characters. So I'm fine to make it to the what's name, but I might want to switch it up. I want to try some different other characters. Like one character that I want to try to use is this blue metal cooler. I know I always talk about how he's a solid option, but I think a lot of you guys might be a little bit nervous of using them because I never used them before, so you guys just don't know. You guys don't want to be the test dummies, but I might give him a go. I might actually replace him with Omega Shenron. They got similar stats. He's pretty solid here. He got permanent reduction of damage, decent damage inflicted. He gets his charge rate up here. He doesn't heal, but if you run him alongside with a baby and EX Piccolo, he's got ways of healing. He has to give support buffs to his allies in range as well. So I'm gonna try him out. And he's an S tier. I want to give him a go. Also, PJ is in A tier, so I'm actually going to try out Metal Cooler. I've tried him out before. He heals. Pretty solid character. Zenkai 7 and everything. At the end of each turn, he heals up by 2, so he has great survivability here. He's getting killed by Baby himself and then EX Piccolo when he's in that specific corner spot there. In the first turn, that's when he starts getting his damage afflicted buffs. So, we're going to try him out. We're going to try him out here. Everybody else is going to be the same. Super Baby 2 is irreplaceable. Yellow Piccolo I really like a lot. I'm going to show you guys some different alternative colors that you guys can use. Fat Boo, irreplaceable. Yellow Piccolo, you can change. Purple Buhan, you can change. Or Super Boo, you can change. So let's show you guys some different colors. For the red, you have red Metal Cooler. You also have PJ. Let's actually go to the A tier spot. You also have Red Cell. Red Cell is actually a really good red. He's A tier, so that's a really good options. For the blue options, I like the Metal Cooler. You also have Evil Boo here. I seen someone's comment saying that Evil Boo is actually pretty solid. So Evil Boo is actually a really good character that you guys can use as well. And then blue EX Shenron. After that, you could use these Zenkai Blue Regen characters. But if you are going to use them, I'd rather recommend... Actually, I recommend Boo Tanks because he's blue, blast base, and everything like that. After that, let's go with the... Let's take a look at the... I already talked about reds. In terms of yellow, I really do like this First Form Cell, the free-to-play one. He heals himself and he has, decent damage, right? At the end of each turn, he starts getting stronger. Really solid character, gives debuffs to the enemies as well, which is really nice. Zenkai DKP is not bad. He's a Zenkai character. He also heals himself up at the end of each turn. Can't go wrong with that. This Cell is not bad. Me personally, I recommend the First Form Cell a little bit more. He heals any android that's on the team. So if you have a lot of Cell characters on your setups, then his value rises. He actually even has HP for himself. So, and he's a Zenkai character. Can't go wrong. Yellow as well with the perfect form free to play Cell. And then you have LF Piccolo. I like LF Piccolo. He's Zenkai's yellow regen. And then like he has high stats, transforming. He guarantees a blue card each turn. Really like that about Piccolo. Now the worst color is purple for regen. I like having purple Boo because he's pretty much the best purple. He's usually always in the A tier spot. So out of him and Janemba, I'd rather rock the purple Boo, free to play Boo. He gives support to like free to play character units, and he gives support to event exclusives. So with this setup here, we have free to play Metal Cooler. We also have Fat Boo, and then we also have Green DKP. So depending on where I put him, he can give support damage for them as well. You also do have Zenkai Yellow Cell as a yellow as well. That's a great option. Red as well. You have Buhan, and then you also have Red 21. Another good purple would be Purple 21. She gives HP for the team. She transforms. She has high pretty stats. Only issue is she's strike based. This region setup is more blast based. Then you have Purple Cell. Me personally, I'll probably put this Piccolo over the Cell. He gives support damage to event exclusive, sagas from the movies, and regen characters, which that's really nice. He heals his allies by 1. Decent there, nice support. And then he's just a decent event exclusive character. So if I was to pick, you can go Purple 21 or the Purple Piccolo here. Not bad characters. In terms of the blue, I already talked about the blues. Greens, Green DKP. Then after that, I do like this first form Cell. Really solid. He gives debuffs as well, and then he heals himself by 10% at the end of the second turn, which is really powerful. This green Zamasu is actually not bad. He does some decent damage, and he also gives debuffs to the enemies. You guys see there. Not a bad option. It's just that he's strike based. Same with this Metal Cooler. He heals himself as well. Every time he lands, they strike a blast only twice, but he heals himself, but he's more strike based as well. So it kind of hurts him a little bit. After that, in terms of some other greens, you have like this baby Trunks here. He does great damage in terms of blast. I had a feeling that the Omega Shenron was going to be back to the Z tier. Yeah, you even got Evil Boo, you got Cryhan, so they put a lot of the good blast based regions into the C tier spots. So that's pretty much it with all the colors. That's all the colors. Yeah, and then they put Raid C tier. I had a feeling they was going to put them C tier. So yeah, this probably going to be the setup I rock. Maybe I might take Metal Cooler out and just put PJ in there, since I already have 3 A tier. I really do like PJ. I really want to, if possible, to have as much Piccolos on the setup, so I'm probably just going to keep PJ. But I do want to try out the Metal Cooler, so I'm going to keep him. I'm going to switch him out with EX Shenron and give him a go. So that's pretty much it with the Regen squad. Next team I want to talk about is it Androids? Androids. Let's go to Androids. So Androids, if you do have the Cell Jr., I'd highly recommend to add him on your team. He's probably one of the better Z tier characters for Androids right now. If you don't have him, there is an EX Red Android 17 that you can use as a replacement. But me personally, he's just super good, bro. Like, he heals himself at the end of the third turn by 3%. He ramps up over time. He has decent damage inflicted, cannot be canceled, high key recovery. Really powerful. Really powerful. So if you rock main Androids, have this guy at like, 7 minimum. Recommend 9 stars. Give him a go. Give him a go. A lot of people do like this blue EXL. I'm not the biggest fan of him. I don't really like him that much. If you do have him, rock him. We're gonna take this guy out. Okay, whatever. But we're gonna add him on the Z tier spot. But he's a really viable character. Like I said, if you don't have Cell Jr., you guys can definitely add in Red 17 here. And as my second S to Z tier character, I'm actually going to add in this Blue 13. Now I know Androids is blast based, but this guy's not a bad character. He has good damage inflicted, decent key recovery. He charges up his blue card really nice. At the end of the second term, he starts to ramp up a little bit more here. You guys see that he even charges up his gauge by 10%. High key recovery. Does great strike damage. So I personally think that he's a good character to add in here. I know that he's strike based, but really good. So if for me, I'm gonna rock them. I'm gonna rock these two. Say for example, you don't have these two. Maybe well, you should have the 13. He's a free to play character. You should have him. You guys could add in the second form Cell and then the Red 17 as your Z and S. You could do that, but it's really out of these 4. After that, we go to the S tier spots. Actually, let's go to the Z tier. If your cell isn't that high stars, you're probably going to want a powerful red on your setup. So if you want to use one of your characters, one of your Z tier characters, you could add in 2. So I'm gonna fiddle around with some setups in some different colors. So just bear me for a moment. I do like adding 17 and then the tag droids, really powerful characters. Super 17 I just got, so I don't really know his stats for real. But I do like the fact that the tag droids heals every time they land a card or something like that, something similar. So let's go to the S tier spots. Let's go to the A tier spots. In terms of the green, if we're going for a blast based setup, I do like either the first form cell, he's blast based, or the Gamma 1. Gamma 1 has really high key recovery, 140 is absolutely ridiculous. 70 damage inflicted, so he's going to really be one of the first characters to attack, because attack first is based off your key recovery, so the fact that he has 140% key recovery cannot be canceled. It's absolutely absurd. But this guy has better survivability because he heals himself, so it depends on which one you have, which one you prefer. Either one of these two are pretty good greens for the setup. So we have 2 blues, we have 2 reds, and now we kind of need to focus on yellows and purples, right? In terms of the yellow, I do like this first form cell. You do have this 18, but I know a lot of you guys are not going to have the 18 high stars. You do have this first form cell here that you guys can use. You do have this free to play perfect form cell. But if I had to pick one, I would recommend first form cell. He heals androids. He's way more valuable on the androids team than the regen team you guys see here. And then depending on the enemies and stuff, he gives supports to his allies and everything there. And then in the third turn, he heals all your allies by 3%. So not a bad character. 40% damage, decent. Zenkai, not bad, not bad. So next we kind of just want a stronger yellow to carry us, and then I would probably say let's get a decent purple. So let's go to the B tier spot. The B tier spot, if you want your team to be a little bit more tankier, you could add in a character like Purple 21. She gives HP as well. She transforms. She's strike based, unfortunately, but I mean high stats. Transforms. She heals herself and she gets HP for the team. You could rock her there. If you want to go with more of a blast base, you could add in like Purple 17 or Purple LF Cell because they're blast based. But then you have to probably go here and maybe switch them out and add in like a character like Red free to play 18, so you don't have too many C tier characters. And then you can do a setup like this here and then take them out. And then if you want to get a stronger yellow, you could add in this free to play as another yellow. You could go down to the B tier spot and add in her because she gives support to the team, I believe. If she paired up with androids or event exclusive, right? She heals, and she gives support damage to her allies depending on her placement. So you could add in this setup here. I believe he actually Zenkai's yellow android, so she gets a little Zenkai buff if they're both battle. If this guy is on the backup spot and she's in there, she's not going to get the Zenkai buff. They both got to be on the field to get the Zenkai buff. So a setup like this you can do. There's different little things. In terms of the green blast base, you can actually add in green 21. She's really solid. She has the solar flare. That's really nice. Magenta is actually a really good green blast base character. You got first form cell. Yellow, you have, like I said, yellow is probably their Android's best color. You have the Zenkai cell here. You have the free to play 18. Hopefully you grind her out. You have the Zenkai first form cell. You have the free to play first form cell. You have the free to play perfect form cell. Red, you have the free to play 18. You could use Red 21. You could use Red Revival Cell. Or you could use Red Super 17 or the Tag Droids. Blue is kind of like their worst color. Super 17. MVP 17. If you don't have him, he's pretty much the main blue. He's really the main glue guy. You could add an Aider as well, but 17 is the glue guy for the team. It's kind of like the super baby in a sense, or the fat boo, in my opinion. If you don't have him, Aider or Gamma 2, that's probably the best bet to replace him. And then in terms of the greens, I already talked about the greens. Purple is either Purple 21 LF Cell or Purple GT 17. That's pretty much it with the colors there. You can add in like Red Transformer Cell, but I'm trying to really keep it more blast based because androids or a better blast based team than a strike based team. The only reason why I add him in there is because he's an S tier character. He's super valuable. So yeah, let's hop into the next team, bro. Next team I want to talk about is GT. I think GT has any Z tiers? No. I don't have the EX trunks, the EX GT trunks. I don't have him, so I don't know where he's at. But I heard that he's a really good character. So if you do have him, you can use him there. Now with GT, like I said, you kind of want two S tier plus characters. So the best three, in my opinion, is Green Baby, Red Boot, Maju or Oob, whatever you want to call him, and then this yellow Vegeta. I think the worst one is the Green Baby. I just think his defense isn't the best. But, I mean, he heals himself and gives support. So, to each their own, at the end of each turn, he heals himself by 3% damage. So, he has some type of survivability. He gives support to his allies. But I think he's the worst out of the three. So, if I was to take him out, let's rock with these two as our S tier characters. Let's actually move up here. And then let's actually go down here. So, with GT, you're going to want to have Super Baby 2. A lot of their powerful characters is in the C tier spots, which that's really the biggest issue with this team, is a lot of their good characters is in the C tier spot. So you got to really make sure that you're trying to prioritize and get the best value of the A tier and the B tier spots. So I'm gonna add Omega. I think those two good blues there that you want to add. He's gonna Zenkai buff Shenron because he's blue GT. Then after that, we already have a red, so we might want a stronger red. And we have a stronger red, maybe a better yellow. And then we might want to use purple as one of our C tier characters. So all the good purples are basically in C tier. So we gotta use one of the purples for there. So if we're gonna pick a purple, and if you do have Bola, I recommend them. Support, heals. If not, then you can do purple Fortku or 17 as the replace. That's really the only replacements for the team, unless I don't have any other purple GT characters. Oh yeah, you got G4. You got Ultra G4. You could rock him as well. I'm assuming he's in C tier spot, but I'm gonna add Bola in there. Bola and Vegeta. Now in terms of the green is really iffy, right? The green, just because of his placement, I'm gonna add in this Green Baby Trunks. If you do have GT, I mean, he's probably the best green just because he's in the B tier spot, so he has some values. All the other greens are in C tier, and we already picked 2 C tier characters already, so I don't want to pick too many other ones. So next we got to do is just find a decent red, a better red, and then a better yellow. Just because based off our S tier spots, we want to find better reds and stuff. So I think a really good yellow is actually the Super 17. He's strike base, but he does some decent stuff. Key recovery and strike damage, and he has uncancelable damage and reduced damage, which is nice. So I do like adding in the Super 17 here. I think he's better than Omega. I'm not Omega, but Nova as a yellow here. And then all you need is probably just a better red. Unfortunately, the better red. So you can either go Red Goku here. He's not bad. He's not a solid. He's a solid character, but if you want to go with maybe a little bit of a better setup here, either the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta or this kid Super Saiyan 3 Goku. He's just a better character kit in my opinion. But you're gonna have two B tier characters, so that's not bad. Me personally, I recommend the Goku or the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, just in case like Oob can't carry you as the main red. You guys might have a 3-star Oob or a 7-star Oob, and if you don't have Oob, then you probably put Green Baby in there. If you have Green Baby, and I'll probably do a similar setup. I'll probably keep the same setup like this, and just remove him in here and then add in his. So you already have a better green there. You have a decent red there. So probably similar setup. Replacement wise is really difficult with this team because all their good replacements is in the C tier spot. So you got to be real picky about, all right, who do you want as your C tier? Purple, you're going to have to pick one that's from the C tier. And then blue, Baby, I feel like is just the most valuable one because he heals the team. These two both heal this team or give support to the team. So I think if you're going to risk the C tier spot, you should get the characters that at least heals the other people around your team. That's in my opinion. That's just my opinion. But to each their own. In terms of the greens, You do have Tag Forward, you do have Omega here. They're all in the C tier spots, so pick whatever the strongest green you have here. Red, I already talked about the red, yellow. If not Super 17, then you guys can go down here with Shin. He actually got a Zenkai. He's not a bad character. He gives a lot of debuffs. You also have Oob here. I think he gives he heals himself by 5. And then Pan Trunks Gyro, she just does a lot of damage. So if you want someone that kind of plays similar to the Super 17, then I'll go with that. If you want someone that's a little bit more tanky, since he's a Zenkai 14-star character, Shin, and then maybe Oob, I'll probably put him last out of the 3 green replacements. The blue wise, maybe Ice as the blue if you wanna replace Omega. Have Ice in there. Best bet will be Ice. In terms of that setup, in terms of replacing Omega, will probably be blue Ice. Purple already talked about. So yeah, that's pretty much it there. They just put a lot of their good GT characters in the C tier spots. So let's hop into the next team. Next team I want to talk about Frieza Force. Let's talk about Frieza Force, man. I think Frieza Force is a really solid team, bro. They always have good characters in the S tier spots and the Z tier spots. Let me see if there's any Z tier spot that catches my eye. This character catches my eye. I didn't realize how good this character is. Depending on how much allies you have each turn, this guy can get extra 70 damage inflicted. So this guy can get 100 damage inflicted if he doesn't get his attributes canceled. If there isn't no characters on the other side that cancels his buff, he can come in here with 70 damage. I mean 100 damage. Because for the most part, you're going to have a healthy team. 70 damage inflicted. Plus the 30 here. Then he gets the minus 15 and then minus 15 reduction there for the first 2 turns. Not bad. Not bad. So I think he's a really solid Z tier character. So for him in movies, Frieza Force movies, LOE, I think he's really good. So I'm going to add him as my Z tier spot. And let's go to the S tier. S tier, I really do like this Captain Ginyu here. This EX one. Real solid here. Gives support to allies and Ginyu Force and Frieza Force. He's a Zenkai character. He gets extra buffs if you pair him up with other Frieza Force, which is not bad. And then at the start of each turn, he heals himself by 2%. And other than that, that's pretty good. I mean, you got 2 good S tier, Z tier characters. If you want to add in another character that I really like, I do like adding in Naval. Naval gives support to his Frieza Force event exclusive Frieza Saga characters. So I like adding him just because he gives healing to the team. So you have like 2 Z. You already have 2 Z tier. You have 1 Z tier. You have 2 S. You could even add in this Mecha Frieza. This Mecha Frieza does some really great damage. There's a lot of great purples for the Frieza Force team. So if you want to add him in there, you can. You can. All 3 of these characters are event exclusive. Or not event exclusive, but 2 of them are. This one is like, he's just based off your summon. So if you don't got this guy at high stars, you still would be fine. You can maybe even replace him and add in Frieza Force. This Mecha Frieza here. Not too certain how good this first form pod Frieza is. He looked like he's pretty solid. He's not bad. But I'd rather have him, the Mecha Frieza. I don't really know how powerful this guy is. But in terms of my research, right? If we want to look at the other colors, we can basically take a look here. Let me actually add in here. Now yellow is kind of like the Frieza Force iffiest color. You can add in the final form LF Frieza if you want to add just someone that has some type of boost into them. You can definitely add in this character. This Frieza is really good. I think he gives healings to his team or support buffs to his team. You guys see that there. So if you want another green, this is a really good one. But we already have 2 decent greens here. In terms of the red, let me take a look here real quick. You might as well add in 8 Vegeta if you want to add in a red. But I do have Jason Berter. Jason Berter is red and blue, so I'd rather have a B tier. Save that spot there. In terms of the yellow, like I said, I think yellow, you could definitely just go down here and just get this Frieza. It won't really hurt your team. Just someone that does great damage. I mean, can't go wrong with him. After that, let's go to the A tier. You can go with blue Nappa. You do have Jason Berter as a blue character as well. Or you could go with the Broli Chili. Me personally, I do like the Nappa a little bit more. This is more of like a strike variant of Frieza Force that I'm kind of building right now. But why not? I don't know where Raccoon and Godo is. I'm assuming they're probably in the B tier spot with like Jason Berter. So we can add that setup here. Healing. I don't know if they heal or not. I don't think they heal, but I think they just do great damage. But other than that, you got a yellow. You could add in a better purple. You could add in definitely either this first form Frieza. He's going to Zenkai buff. No, he does a Zenkai buff. I think he does. Yeah, he's going to Zenkai buff. Yeah, he will Zenkai buff this EX Captain Ginyu. Or you can just go with a Revival Ginyu. They're both in the same spot, so it kind of depends on what you want. Someone that does a little bit more damage. You have this guy. And if you got someone that kind of does a little bit everything else, you have this guy here. I don't know who you want to put to stars and Zenkai stuff. You guys might not have him at high stars, so then I might add in this character here. And then the last color, let's see, you already have one C tier character. You could add in another one if you want a powerful red. Maybe you want a powerful blue, maybe a stronger green. You have this Broly. This last slot is kind of a wild card. We have blues, greens, yellows, red. So I'll probably just add in a red character. So I'll probably add in like Ape Vegeta or even this Raditz. But this team is more of a strike-based team, the way that I kind of built it. So I'll probably add him in there. If you don't have this yellow Frieza, you could switch him out and add in this Zenkai Frieza here as your yellow. You could do that and have some extra, you get a little bit of some B tier points instead of the C tier no points. Who else will I replace? This is another good green here. This Golden Frieza is a great green option. That other Frieza here, where are you at? Is he in C tier? No, he's in A tier. No, he's in B tier. This Frieza is really great. Blues, you also have this Frieza. He gives support to his allies. If you want to rock more of a blast-based LOE, you have this guy here. Red is kind of like the iffiest one. You have Jace Berter, you have Ape Vegeta, and then you have Raditz, and then you also have Roberi. Roberi is actually not bad as well. Take a look at him. He heals himself at the end of each turn by 3%, so someone with survivability. You also have Roberi as a good red. Purple, I already kind of mentioned all the purples. Greens, I mentioned. Yellows is kind of probably Eloise's worst color. It's probably yellow. I'm not really the biggest fan of this guy. I think he's decent. He's alright, but if you want to add him in here, you can. He's in the, what, S tier spot? No, the A tier spot. Gets damage deflected, reduces damage. If he doesn't get his thing canceled, he'd be pretty nice. Then if he does get a blast card, he guarantees a blue card. So if you're facing teams that does a lot of blast cards, that'll be pretty nice as well. I don't really know how good this Frieza is. I'd rather have Raspberry. I think Raspberry is a little bit of a better red than him. So if you don't have like a good red blast-based character, I do like Raspberry a little bit more than this Frieza. And if you don't have Jason Berter, you can use him as your A tier character. You can add him. Then you could probably add him second, and then probably the Raditz C. Yellow I already kind of talked about. Blue I already talked about. There isn't no crazy blue blast-based characters for real. I kind of talked about Revival Frieza and Broly and Chili. That's pretty much it with the Frieza Force team. Next, let's hop into another team. What else? What other team that caught my eye? Was it event exclusive blast base? Event exclusive blast base. There it is. Let's do this. All right, so let's take these guys out. Let's go to the S tier. It's gonna be kind of, you're gonna have some regen characters in here. So Metal Cooler, and then you're gonna have Green DKP, blast base, event exclusive characters. This one, I mean, DKP heals himself. This guy does some really good blast damage. Support his allies as well, depending on where you set him up on the team, on the setup. I do like adding in this Pui Pui. Pui Pui gives HP to event exclusive, and then he actually gives, I believe, 20 damage inflicted for event exclusive for 2 turns. That's absolutely ridiculous. The more that you're destroying the enemy, the better his blue card damage goes up in the 7th turn. So if you can kill a lot of the enemies, then he gets this special move arts action thing. So it's actually pretty nuts. He gets the 100% there, and then that applies to this here. So really good. I really do like him as my main 2 greens. I'm not going to pick no other greens here. We do have a blue. Now next we kind of want to have, we have what, 2 S tier characters. There isn't no Z tier character that kind of catches my eye here in my opinion. We already have 2 S tier characters, so we can kind of move on. In terms of the purple, I do like Super Boo. Super Boo gives support to the team. This Goten is not bad, but he kind of wants to be paired up with a lot of Gokus and Gohan characters. So if you want to build more of an event exclusive Gohan or like a Sun Fam setup, he's going to shine more there than the event exclusive in my opinion. So we can add in this guy. Purple Boo, you probably want to put him up top because he gives support to people that's below him, right? Yep. After that, if you want a good red blast based character, I do like 18. 18 is like, I mean, she's an A tier compared to like Red Goku Black and then the Goku. You could add them in there. Red Goku Black is actually pretty good. These both characters are really good, but I'm gonna add in 18 since he's in a higher tier. But these are good red replacement blast base, and you also have red 21 here as well. In terms of the yellow, I really do like the 18 a lot. She gives support to the allies, and then she also is blast base. I believe she's more blast base, or she might be more, yeah, more blast base. She gives support to the allies with healing and damage inflicted buffs. And then in terms of the green, if you just want to have other characters that, if you bring them in, they do pretty good. You could definitely add in green Frieza here. He gives, we already have 2 greens. Another blue I'll add in is Blue Beerus. Blue Beerus is actually really good here. I believe if it's in the 3rd turn, the people in range here actually heals up by 1%, which is not bad. It's some type of healing. Lots of them does healing and damage inflicted buffs to his allies as well, which is really nice. And then he also gives a little bit of some debuffs to the enemies on the other side of things. If you don't care about Super Boo, you can add in this Piccolo. Maybe I actually think this Piccolo is actually better than Super Boo. He gives healing to his allies, support. So a little bit better than Super Boo because he heals the team. So you have multiple characters that heals and stuff. So like depending on where you put their placement cards and stuff. I know like this Piccolo is like for the people behind him. Then you also have like 18. So I'll probably put like him and 18 up here. I know they want to have like people behind them. So something like this. You have Blue Beerus here. And then another color that you probably want. I've been looking at the C tier spots, but none of these characters are really all that crazy. She's not a bad blue to add in there if you want to, because as long as there's a DB character or Goku, since we have green DKP, she will heal herself at the end of each turn by 2%. So if you really want a stronger blue than Beerus, Bulma's actually, in my opinion, is better. In terms of the red, Raditz, he's not bad, but I just don't think that I would waste a C tier spot on him. So if we're looking at this setup, I'll probably say a color that you might want to have is either to work on the red or the yellow. So in my opinion, I really do like we're going more of a blast based setup. I don't really know his stats. He's actually not bad, but he's actually peaked out if he has a Gohan or a Goten. First form cell is not a bad option. I also do, in terms of the yellow side blast base. This Krillin is also not bad. He does a little can attack. He gets hit twice. He heals a little bit, which is nice. If you're going with the red side, I do like Red Goku Black a little bit more than the red Super Saiyan GT Goku. And then you have the Android Free to Play 21 as the yellow. So I don't know what color you want to pick, to each their own. If I was to pick one, maybe the yellow side. Yellow or red. First form cell there. Greens are already pretty good. First form cooler is really good if you don't have green DKP. You also have the green Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, really good. You also have this first form Frieza. I think first form Frieza is a little bit better than the Vegeta here. Yellows, free to play, perfect form cell, and you have the first form cell, and you have her. Then you have the Krillin. Green, you also do have Green Tien. Blue, you have Bulma. You have this Beerus. You have the Cooler because he's S tier. Purple, Piccolo, event exclusive Super Boo. Those are my main two purples. He's also not a bad option, but I'll probably put him third. Red, already mentioned as well. Green, he's kind of irreplaceable for the team because HP, and then he gives support to the team. Really valuable in my opinion. So that's kind of my event exclusive setup. Yeah, that's kind of like my event exclusive setup. I could do a strike base one. Let's build a strike base event exclusive team. Let's do this. So we have this guy here. We have two blues. We have naval here. So we already have our greens and our blues. So we kind of need to work on some other colors. All right. So let's go with the yellow strike base. This Gohan is probably the best yellow strike base. If you still want someone that does support, you have 18 there. But if strike base, if you're going with a strike base free to play team, the yellow Gohan. I don't think they have a good red strike base character for the free to play. So you might just need to pick just a blast base one, unfortunately. This Broly doesn't really catch my eye for real. Or you just want to just add in Raditz. But Raditz is blast base as well. Purple? There's any strike base purple? I'll probably still add in Piccolo here, just because Piccolo's too valuable for the setup. I like Piccolo. You know, Piccolo, that's my dog. You feel me? I mean, you do have Whis here, but Whis only heals himself. So I'll probably still put Piccolo. Then you just need a red, and then you just need maybe a better yellow. So the red, unfortunately, like there's really no good strike base reds. I'm not really doing the EX. We don't really need them. We already have 3 S tier characters here. You could put in Robert, right? He's okay, but he doesn't really support the team. He doesn't do the event exclusive. So here, I really don't know. I guess I'll just keep in 18. I guess. I don't know. And then purple or yellow, strike base yellow. Then you have this Goku here. Every time he lands a strike card, he heals himself. So if you want to go more of a strike base, then after that you have Super 17, and then I'll probably do first form cell. Then I'll do the 18 strike base reds. There really isn't no good strike base reds. I'd rather just go with a blast base red. So you have her, you have free to play Goku Black. They have red 21. The blues. If you don't, I mean, these are the 2 S tier characters. If you don't have one of these blue characters strike base, there isn't no strike base characters. But with this setup, do you have a Goku? Yeah, you do have a Goku. So you could put in Bulma, but you got to rock him on the same field. So see to get her real value. If not, then you can just add in the blue. Actually, let me look at this Broly. This Broly's blast base though. Let me check this Broly. He's strike base. I know that he's like defensive. He does decent damage though. He's just a decent damage dealer. So I'd rather just value the blue Beerus a little bit more than that DBS Broly. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Purple, Boo, Super Boo, and then Piccolo. I think Piccolo just better support healing, and then that's just Piccolo, like, you know what I'm saying. After that, let's go with a strike base movies team. Strike base movies. Sorry, let's go. Strike base movies. I'm rocking that EX Frieza there. He's a pretty old character. You could do another one. Actually, I want to do Thouser. Only time you're going to rock Thouser is if you have red Cooler. Because look at how much, like, he is a glazer. This is the definition of a glazing unit. Look, like, if you don't have Cooler, he does not have this. He does not get none of this. This right here. And Cooler got to be right there to get the extra 15 in key recovery. If he doesn't have Cooler, he does not get none of this here. So if you have Cooler and you have a high star Thouser, you can rock them together. But you need to have him on the field, and if he wants that extra strike buff, then you got to put it like this setup here. So I'm gonna solo set up like this. But let's put him here. Like if you want to just get him for points, Cooler is gonna be your main red. Then after that, let's go to the Z tier spot. We could add in Gokua. You could either do Gokua. You could do this free-to-play Android 13. You could do this Red Raditz here. These are some really good strike bases, S tier characters. So I don't really know which one you guys would probably prefer. One of these three could also be some great S tier spots. So I might go with Gokua because he gives HP for the team. I believe. After that, bro, let's go to the A tier spots. In terms of, like I said, we're building a strike base setup. So green Trunks, strike base. So, excuse me. After that, Ader is a good strike base blue. If you're adding what's name in here, then you can do this, or you could just add in just 13 and just be like, F it. We just have 2 S tiers and then we have a Z tier. You could do that. Then after that, we go to the B tier spot. You might want to have a better strike base yellow. I mean, in terms of the red, you do have this guy. He's not bad. We do need a good purple too. So I do like adding in this Piccolo. I think Piccolo supports movies, right? Yes, sir, he does. So we're going to add in Piccolo. My dog, man. My dog, Piccolo, man. And then yellow. Shit, why not? Why not, right? You know what I'm saying? Like just strike base character. And then after that, red, green, blue, yellow. Then you kind of just go here. You might just ask yourself this, like, what's the more valuable character that I can put in my wild card? Maybe green might need a little bit of some. No, you already got 2 greens there. Strike, blues, purple, Piccolo, red. You can go down to the B tier. I'll probably just bring in strike base movie, 60 damage reflect each turn. If you want to like just Zenkai buff Cooler, make him a little bit stronger as your main red, you could just add in regen, or you can add in this Nerdhon. I think he heals at the end of each turn. Third turn he heals himself by 2. So I'll probably add him just to Zenkai buff Cooler, make him a little bit stronger. If you don't have the Cooler in the Thouser, then you can do you can add in this Frieza there. And then you can go down to the C tier spot and maybe add in like Red Beast Gohan. You could do something like this. Something similar. Yeah. Strike base. And then other than that, any other teams? I want to try a Blast Base movies team. Let's try to do a movies Blast Base one. They do have a Z. Oh, not Blue Boys. Let's take them out. I actually keep in Piccolo actually, because Piccolo just the support and the healing and stuff. Like that's really good. Purple Turles is in Z tier, so I'm adding Purple Turles there. And then S tier you have Red Cooler, and then you also have Blue Cooler here. This Cooler is actually not bad for a strike base blue. He's actually not bad. High key recovery. If he doesn't get his thing removed, 70 damage, reduction to damage, and then 120 key recovery. It's pretty insane. As a strike base blue as well. But it's all star dependent. He's also, this is blast base. But like I said, like, you got to have the stars on those EX characters. A lot of these characters are old. So in terms of a blast base, next after that, I do like Green Gamma as a blast green. If you don't have Green Gamma, you can actually do Green Cooler. Green Cooler actually heals himself every time he lands a blast card. And then he gives support to his team, I believe, right? So I think Cooler might be a little bit better. Free to play. Ooh, I'm free to play. 2 purples. We got a red. We got a blue. We're going to need a yellow as my main blast base yellow. Is he really like the only blast base yellow to Gammas? Really? There's no other blast base? No. Wow. You could do Roshi. You could do Roshi now. Roshi actually gives HP to two movies, I believe. You have a certain, yep, movies and DB. How does he get his special action? How does he get that? If he's below 60. So, but and at each turn he heals his own health by 1%. That's actually pretty nice. He gives support damage to his allies. You could actually put Roshi in there. I don't know if the stars count, right? Roshi, but I'll probably add the Gammas. I'm gonna add them in there, but Roshi's actually a really good pick. And then if not, then just bring like Fusion Gogeta or like the Gotenks there. I'm trying to make a blast base setup, so we got two purples, we got a red, we got a blue, we got a green. Who did I feel like needs some backup? And there's also some new movies characters that drop, but I don't have them. So I'm really curious to see how good that Videl is. If I want to focus, how does Green Magenta is? If Magenta gets hit, he heals his allies. 3 enemies left, he actually gets this green card, guaranteed blue. Magenta's actually pretty cracked. But then it's like you might as well just use Gamma because he's actually like a higher tier, right? After that, oh, you could do Green Cooler. He's actually really good too. He's actually not bad. Ooh, yeah, he does heal himself by 2%. Key recovery there. Blast damage, special move damage. But he's one of those characters that kind of ramps up, but he does give some nice debuffs for the enemies too. Ooh, you actually have him. You have him, and then you have Magenta. But what other color? Who would I put here? I could do another blue. He's really like another blast-based blue. This free-to-play Gohan is not bad if you just want an extra blast-based blue character. Yeah. Something like this. I'm trying to make a blast-based team with movies. There isn't really that much options. If you don't have this Gohan, he's a blast-based blue here. This Broly Fury. Purple, I mean, Piccolo is really, really good. I mean, he's a free-to-play character. If not, you have this light-skinned Piccolo. You have this Path to Power Goku here. Or any of these C-tier characters if you just really need a powerful purple. I'm trying to make a blast-based setup. Yellow is going to be the iffiest one. So you have Roshi, you have Gamma, and then you have Fat Tanks or Fuse Gogeta. Blue, red is going to be iffy. Red Cooler, I mean, he's the S tier spot. So you kind of, he's going to be more valuable. Really don't recommend trying to like replace him because he's in the S tier spot for the blast base. And then Purple Turles as well. Green, you have Cooler, Zenkai Cooler, you have the free to play Final Form Cooler, you got Gamma 1, and then you have Magenta. Yellow, you also do have this free to play Goku now, but he wants to be, I believe if he has a Gohan character, he heals a little bit more. I like Gohan or Goten, so if you do rock this Gohan here and add in this Goku, he heals a little bit more. So if you have that Gohan, you could definitely add in this Goku here. Other than that, that's pretty much it with the video. I can't think of any more teams. I think that's all the teams I could think of here. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh, one more team. Did I do Yui reps? No. Unireps, man. I totally forgot about Unireps, bro. So we got one more team, bro. One more team. Unireps. Unireps. Let's make this quick. It's about to be an hour video long, bro. The top tier S tier characters is gonna be these three here. These three here. Me personally, I'm probably just gonna rock these two. The Dispo and then Blue Jiren. Blue Jiren is really valuable because he heals himself at the end of each turn or at the start of second turn by 5%, and then nice damage inflicted, which is really good. And then Dispo, he just more of a blast based high key recovery there, just meshing well with the team. Topo is probably the worst out of the three, but he's not bad. He gives like some decent support for like Rival Universe. So if you do like a Unirep Rival Universe, his value is a little bit higher. But these are the main two I want. As my yellow, I'll probably add in Frieza here. After that, let's go to the A tier spot. Purple Kefla. This person is really good. Android 18. If you can replace, if you have like a 7-star or higher EX18, I will replace this Frieza. If not, you could definitely rock this Master Roshi as well. Someone that does like the can attack thing is really powerful. High damage inflicted. Decent key recovery. Not a bad character as well as a yellow. So I'm going to add him in there. But she's like the best one. And if not, then you have him. Then if not, you have the Frieza there. So let me just build the team out so I can like get my thoughts out and everything. Sheesh. Green. Actually do, you can actually do the Angel Golden Frieza. You also have Kiawe. She restores her allies' health by 1%. So in terms of value wise, she's a little bit better than the Frieza. But the Frieza just does so much blast damage. It's actually pretty nuts. Every time he lands a blast card, he heals himself by 1 and damage inflicted buffs. And then you also have this Vegeta here. I believe every time he lands a blast card, he heals. Am I tripping? Or does he heal? I swear he healed. He doesn't? Wow, I'm actually wrong. Yeah. Every time he lands a blast card, he heals by 1%. Then you also have Tien. Tien is real similar. He has the can't move attack, solar flare. He also heals himself by 1% as well. So these three greens are really great options. Either one of these 4 greens here. So it depends on your stars and everything. You can pick one of them. In terms of the blue, Kale is really powerful. But we already have Super 17 there. If you don't have a Super 17, then you can, I'm not Super 17, MVP 17, you have Beerus, you have Kale. Kale is actually a little bit better, but she's an EX character, so if you don't have him, Blue Beerus is a really great character to use as well, a really great option. Now we kind of just need a red. Red, I'll probably just put Bergamo on the team. Give some support to the Unirep team, I believe. Does he give HP to, yeah, Universe Survival Saga. So probably red is probably their weakest color. Then you have Casserole here. If not, you can go to C tier and then add an Ultra Hit or MUI. We haven't dig deep into like a C tier character, so you can definitely do that. This Jiren is also not bad for a yellow, or this Evo Vegeta blast base. Purple, if you don't have Kale, she's free to play. The LF Jiren and then UI Goku as replacements. I might add in Jiren there just because he's blast base. But he's blast base as well, right? Jiren. I actually like Jiren a little bit more. Yeah, I like Jiren a little bit more. So add that dude in there, and then as your last character, you could add in another C tier. You could add in Evokin, someone that does a little bit more carrying. So you have 2 C tier characters. I already talked about those other greens as well. Yellow. This guy's not bad because he generates a blue card. I believe at the end of the second turn. Start of the second turn, he gets a guaranteed blue card, which is really powerful. If you want another carry-on unit, go Frieza. If you don't have him, like I said, I already recommend those other 2 blue characters. Red, MUI Ultra Hit. I already talked about the S tier characters. Yellow, I talked about Angel Frieza. Jiren, Evo, Master Roshi, the EX18. Then you also have Kaioken here. Green, I already talked about. Yeah, that's pretty much it with the video. And I already talked about purple. So Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. It's been your boy Ruff, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the long video. Like, comment, subscribe. Already said that. And I'm going to catch you on the next one.